G'day, how you going? Ian Applis here, your acrylic guru from Australia. Welcome to my Friday Night Live. What are we? Episode 128. This is my show where I come every couple of weeks to connect with you, the subscriber. I've got some questions that came through between last show and now, and I've got some people I want to thank for their monetary supports over my content for the last period of time as well. Now, before I get started, I do need to just get a sound check going. Where are we? Live, and get some the chats coming up on my screen here. So bear with me a minute, as I am only a one-man band. I'm not a big production crew.
What if you could hire an extra set of hands?
So, okay, we got Gisela in the room. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are, Gisela. Good to see you here. And Billy Kasinga. Now, I'll just skip the ads there so as I can just see. There we go. How's everything going? All me itches and sniffles gone, and me sneezes and everything. All right, so welcome to the show. Now, stick around to the end because I want to thank everybody that joins the show as well. And I've got some questions here. Now, this show relies on you to give me comments in the live show. Now, if you've missed the live show, don't worry. If you still want your question read out, just simply, if you're watching the replay, just simply type in your question in the comments below, and it will get printed out like these ones, and it will be your name and your question will be read out in the next coming show. Okay, Friday Night Live Q&A. It's where I connect with you, the subscriber, so as we get together. All right, so who else we got here? I've got a different screen here now, so I'm looking more direct there. It's a massive screen and I've got my camera right in front of it. Okay, so we've got Linda Chamberlain, hello from Montreal. Tanya Watts, good morning. Tanya Watts, good morning to you. We've got the beautiful, lovely Karen Parker. Hello, Ian. You're looking well. Thank you very much with your beautiful, big smiley face. Susie Oswald. Hello from Columbia, South Carolina, USA. Amanda Boggs. G'day, Amanda. Welcome to the show. We got a YouTube member here, and I've just got to write something down before I forget. Members. I think I've got it in one of the questions, but I'll write it down there as well. Now, Wilma Voom is a member from Germany, and I know she's a member, and regular people might know she's a member because she has my emoji next to her name. And someone was asking what's the difference between a member and a subscriber. So I'm going to get to that later on in the show as well. Stick around for that if you want to know what that means. Kathy, that's a long name. Let's see if we can get that Brandenstein name pronounced there. Hello from Kentucky, USA, all the way from Kentucky. Welcome to the show there, Kathy. Kathy, the name Kathy, it's weird when you're young and you grow up, names resonate with you. That name always resonates with me because I remember when I was a very, very, very young teenager, my first ever girlfriend's name was Kathy. Larry Stipe. Larry from Johnson City, Tennessee. G'day, Larry. Welcome. And Terry Buckley. Hello from Florida, all the way from Florida there, Mr. Buckley. Now, where's this mouse, this computer here? I also want to bring up, I can do it on this one. So I'm not looking over there. I'm also going to bring up another tab. Oh, I didn't do my sound check. Let me see if the sound check. Oh, I didn't do my sound check. That it's good. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, we'll leave that there. Now, what I need to do is get the link before I forget. So please bear with me one moment. I've got to put the link in my Facebook group. So I'll just hold that there until I get back. Oh,
Seriously sexy body.
I've got me coffee here. I made myself a coffee. I'm running a little bit late, a couple of minutes late, but that's okay. Just let me put this in here. That way the people on the Facebook can come across and watch the show if they choose to. So how's everyone been? And now do remember as well, if you are watching the replay, give me a comment and just tell me who you are and where you're from. I need all my subscribers out there. An easy way to support my channel is just simply comment, "G'day Ian." That's all you need to do, and add a bit more to that if you like. But that really helps the algorithm on my channel out as well. Okay, I've just put the links in the Facebook there, so that's all good. Okay, back to here. Terry Buckley, Susan Chambers, hello from Washington State. G'day, Susan. Welcome to the show. I've got a couple of mice here. Diane Fowson. Hi, Ian. I'm from Beachmere, Queensland. Always enjoy your videos. Love Di. Good to have you here all the way from Queensland. Beachmere, is that Queensland, Australia? I'm taking it. Now, before I get started, I do want to give a quick shout out to these people who supported me for the last couple of weeks. Paddy Miner, James Anderson, Chastity Root, Yvonne Hatfield, Tony let me try and pronounce that. Lee Yuan and Danette Smith. Thank you very much for your monetization support for the last couple of weeks. Much appreciated. Now, I'll read a couple of questions here that came through. Let's get that out the way. Let me just scroll this a bit. I'm just getting everything lined up on the screen here. Okay, we've got one here from Pam Bridges. Hi, Ian. You asked us to comment, even if we say hello, because it helps your channel. Yes, good stuff. I don't know how YouTube works, so would you mind telling me the reason? Also, what is the difference between subscribe and join? I love the way you paint that painting finished. Thank you very much. Okay, well, first of all, YouTube works in so many weird and wonderful and misunderstanding ways. It has an algorithm. Simply, if a video is getting views, it's getting popularity, it's going to earn advertising from advertisement companies. So YouTube put it here and there. Now, long story short, how a YouTube video gets attraction is the amount of likes it gets and the amount of comments it gets. And if it's getting those comments, it's showing up in YouTube's algorithm. They go, well, a lot of people are commenting on that video. Let's put it out in front of more people. And that's how it gets, how the video gets spread around. Now, the difference between becoming a member of my YouTube channel and becoming a subscriber is this. When you become a subscriber, it simply costs you nothing. You simply subscribe for free to my YouTube channel. And if you hit the notification bell, you get notified when I'm uploading any content or putting anything in my community page. You get notified saying Ian has done this, that, and the other, rah, rah, rah. Now, the join tab below, when you become a member of my YouTube channel, you hit the join tab. You pay the price of a cup of coffee for a month, and you become a member. You get emojis like Linda, Denise, and Celeste there. I can see straight away. Wilma Voom. Those icons next to your name, you get shout out straight away when I'm doing live paintings. When I'm doing a live painting, you get emojis. And you get a special little, if you hit the smiley face down there, when you become a member, there's extra ones added in which you can use, okay? Now, when I'm doing a live painting, I'm not normally looking at the live chat as I'm painting. I'm getting on with the painting, but my peripheral vision can see the live chat. If anything nasty is coming through. And also, if I do see a member, I see like Celeste, Dennis, Linda, Cindy, and Wilma there, as in this one there. I can go, g'day, how are you? Big shout out to you. How are you and your family? Are you having a nice day? I'll give you some acknowledgement because you're acknowledging me by joining my channel here. That's the difference I hope you understand about becoming a member or a subscriber. I'll put that over there. Where are we up to? Cindy Greer. G'day, Cindy Greer. And you will notice some of the members will have different coloured icons. Cindy's a silver. She's ready to hit the gold. Every month, that colour changes. So when you become a member, it'll show you the different colours, and you go throughout the different colours as you progress in your journey of being a member on my channel. Hello, everybody. G'day, Ian, says Cindy Greer, and Linda Simons. Hello, all from Orange, New South Wales, another Australian here. Always tell me if you're from Australia here. It's good to have the Aussies here. Celeste Watson, hello, all from Celeste Watson. Diane Fowson, Beachmere is near Bribie, Bribey Island, you are so entertaining as well as teaching. You are what? Audio meter. You are audio meter, Diane. You'll have to tell me what audio meter means, Diane. I'm not quite sure what you mean there, as I'm not the full quid. I won't make out that I am. I can only tell you what I am. Always grateful. Hello, everybody. Good to see you here. Cindy White. I tell you what, there's a lot of Cindys in my shows. It's unbelievable the amount of people that were called Cindy. Hello, everybody. Now, Cindy Greer has just done a beautiful example here. Thank you very much for that, member Cindy Greer. She's just shown the bullshit, what's that, bang, the amazing, and the other acrylic guru there. So that's some of the extra perks you get there as well. Lovely Beverly Sowers, welcome to the room. Good to see you here, sweetheart. Hi, Ian. So happy to get to join since I am off work tonight. That's great. It's always good to have some time off work, isn't it? Give yourself some me time. I love me cup of coffee in the morning. Never neglect your coffee. Sometimes I've neglected me cuppers. Kelly, not Kelly. I'm looking at the last name. Billy Kessinger. I love your videos, Ian. I now use retarder and a craft white for acrylic painting now. Now, I just... because the chat's going, you might see me head going like this. I'm not being a turkey or anything like that, or have a problem with me neck. I'm just trying to catch and follow that comment as it's moving up the screen. Okay, so sorry if that's been annoying anybody there. Terry Buckley, I like that name, Terry Buckley. It's real hard and southern. Terry Buckley, get on down, Terry Buckley. I'm having a problem with scale. Okay, I think it's because I'm too cheap to buy bigger canvas. Yes, that can be a problem. Your brushes are going to become 10 times bigger trying to get little bits and bobs in there. Let me just highlight that. So you will have to work out what you need to change and make the change and do it and practice with those changes as well. So if you are painting on a smaller canvas and you are having that problem, simply go bigger. Look around, ask your art shop, look around online. I now myself buy a roll of canvas that's about this wide and about this thick, and it rolls out, and I cut all my tutorial size canvases out of that big sheet, and it's a lot cheaper for me that way. Even though the roll cost me about $300, if I was to buy every canvas individually from an art stop or something, blah, 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 it might cost me more than $300. You know what I mean? Okay, I've got another question here, so hang on a minute there. Kathy Hayes, I've noticed you use the retarder in the white paint only. Was your reasoning for doing this to keep the sky paint slowly drying? Just to blend the clouds. Enjoy watching your beautiful paintings. Okay. Yes, I put the craft paint and the retarder together. I paint that onto the canvas, pretty much like you see the oil artists. They do their magic white and they touch it with their finger and see if they've got a fine fingerprint. Pretty much that method, but it's for acrylic. And you see me blending it left and right like a pure gentleman, getting it nice and a nice, decent, thin film, and it's wet, it's retarded, and it's ready to blend. Then I pick up the sky colors, which is the blue, no retarder in them. They're the thicker density paint. I paint the sky colors in there. I stamp the cloud on with titanium white out of my tube, not the craft paint because it hasn't got enough grunt. And I stamp that on and I blend it with my blending brushes here. Now, these blending brushes are great for blending clouds the way I teach in my videos. And if you want these blending brushes and the putter on a brush to get the sky color on with no mucking around at all, simply message me or just send $45 US to my PayPal account and state that that's for the blending brushes, and make sure your correct address is in the details. Now, the PayPal link is just below in my cupboard. My cupboard is the links below. Scroll down and click to see more, and you'll see all the links there. Simply go to the PayPal link if you want to buy the blending brushes, or even if you want to buy one of my art tutorials. They're all for sale as well. You simply message me on Facebook and ask, is that painting still available? My Facebook link is below, and my art network, Indianapolis Art Network, that's my Facebook group page, that is below as well. There's a link for my what do you call it, my my traceables, which are relevant to my shows, and some of the reference pictures that I've used there in that traceable link down there as well. I will go through the links later on in the show. I'll quickly get back to the chat here though. Gisela, Cindy Greer, thank you for showing the emojis. Dennis Jacker, another group, another channel member here. Thank you very much, Dennis. Hello, everyone, and g'day, Ian. He's saying, Diane Fowson, I am a member. Predictive, I wanted to say you are awesome. I am a member. You might be a member of Patreon. Patreon is a different platform again where they get early access. There is a Patreon link below as well. Now, some people I have noticed are getting Patreon mixed up with the YouTube membership as well. So they both give different things. So I'll try and explain it like everyone's 5-year-old and me and all yous can understand it. Look at the links below. You're on my channel, YouTube. You become a member of this channel. You join this to become a member, to get your shout outs and your emojis. Hit the Patreon link below. You nominate how much you want to donate every month, and you get early access to all my content. So sometimes days, weeks, or maybe months when I really get my ball rolling, you know what's coming up. Nobody else does. You get exclusive access. And then when it's time to be released on YouTube, then the general public get to see it. All the normal subscribers, nothing's changing for you. It's still free to watch all my content. It's just that people pay extra to get early access to what's coming, or extra little bits and bobs like emojis and shout outs and things like that. So yeah, where was I going with that? Oh yes, the channel. Okay. I've read that one. We got another one here from Kathleen Leonard. Kathleen Leonard. Hello, Ian. First time here. Where do you suggest starting? Video 1, please advise. Okay, so what she's meaning there, I have over 500 videos on my YouTube channel here, and she's probably thinking, well, do I got to start from number 1 and go through the journey? You don't have to do that. Have a skip through, watch a couple of the videos, and if for a start, if you like what you're doing, every one you've watched, just simply give me the thumbs up and say, I'm loving it, or Kathleen here, or keep it up. Just something quick, and comment and thumbs up. And have a look through them and see what's tickling your fancy. I don't know where you are in your journey, if you're really beginning, advanced, promoting yourself, or intermediate, wherever you are. Work out what you think you're capable of doing. And when you see it, practice. Don't just look at a painting and go, oh, yeah, I like that, I'll give it a go. And then you start giving it a go and it's not working. You're pulling all your hair out and all the snot's happening on your canvas. And you're thinking, nah, I don't like this. And you're annoyed and it's not working. And you go, oh, golly, him and everyone else makes it look so easy. Anyone that makes stuff look easy is because they've simply practiced, okay? And that's what you need to do as a beginner. Now, a lot of you know that, but a lot of you may not. So that's why I'm saying always practice. Because when you put some practice into all your work, I know you can do it. So that's what I advise for you there, Kathleen. We'll get back up here. Hello, everyone. G'day. I am a member, predictive. Yeah, that's where I was up to. I am a member. So Diane Fowson, just confirm if you are a Patreon or have you joined on my YouTube channel. They're two different things, okay? Tanya Watts, too hot to paint today. Yeah, don't have to paint every day. It's okay. Bev Sours. Terry, use 16 by 20. They are cheap at Hobby Lobby and they are a perfect size. There you go, 16 by 20. I normally use, just for my tutorial sake, I use a 12-inch by 16-inch. It's an A3 size, which is pretty much two A4 pieces of paper joined together, and that's my canvas size. That's a decent size for me, but everyone's an individual and everyone is different. So that's why people choose different ways to do things. Very hot here. Thank you, Ian and Bev, says Terry Buckley. Bev Sowers, get those brushes. World of difference. I love mine. Cherish them. Yes, a few people have got these brushes and they are loving them. Okay, and sometimes you might have to buy more than one pair because they don't last forever. They are only a cheap brush from my hardware store here, but I don't make nothing out of them. What the money, the 45 US that you send for those, covers the cost of me buying the brushes, all the labeling, the fees and the charges and the postage to get them to you wherever you live in the world. Okay. Lynn Marie. G'day, Lynn Marie. Hey, Ian. Good to see you here, Lynn. Patty Miner, another member there. Hello, everyone from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Celeste Watson. Hi, Larry. I'm from Tennessee too, just north of Memphis. Lynn, amen. Terry Buckley. I'm starting my 10th painting ever. Retarder and craft paint have made all the difference. Yeah, it's good to know when you know what all the secrets are there, Terry, because I remember when I started, I was having so much trouble with clouds, and clouds were my nemesis, and I really wanted to get them to work, and I was watching YouTube, but I didn't know. I was watching oil artists, and then I'm trying to adapt that behavior on with my canvas with my acrylics. So that's one thing I will say. If you're painting in acrylics, watch acrylic tutorials like myself. If you're painting in oils and you want to learn oils, learn oil practices, but you can still watch people like me, of course, because I'm good to watch. Well, at least I hope I am. You know what I mean? Hello from Kurt, USA, says Sharon, excuse me, Craver. Lynn Marie, oh, wow. So no profits. No, it's just me getting them out to you. I mean, there might be a few bits and bobs left over in that monetary exchange over, but it's not enough where I'm going, wow, I'm cleaning up on these brushes. Not at all. It's just getting them out there to you, because 45 US dollars for these, I mean, for me to make something on them, it's got to go up to about 90 US dollars, and they're just simply not worth that. They may be worth it to one or two people out there, but not to the main people that are after them. And I want people to be able to attain them and use them and experience painting clouds the way I paint clouds. There are a lot of people that can show you how to paint decent clouds, but I'm trying my darndest to show you how to paint bullshit clouds. You know what I mean? And if it's your first time here and you heard me say that, that's just a more powerful way of saying wow. And I'll explain to you why. What I mean by that is, normally you might paint a cloud and you think, oh my goodness, I've finally mastered it. That looks good. And then when someone looks at your work, they might say, oh, wow, I like that. But when you've done the bullshit effect and you know yourself you've done it, instead of them saying, wow, they're just going to go, bullshit. Did you paint that? That's the bullshit effect, okay? It's not a rude word. It's just a powerful word. Difference. Whoa, I better. Gisela, Ian, what's the difference between craft white and just white acrylic? Well, the craft white, what I call craft white, it's just a softer body, and I can spread it quick and easy. It's not thick and dense like the white in my tube. Susie Bales Oswald, you can watch for sales at Hobby Lobby and Michael's. My favorite is Dick Blix. You can watch for sales. Linda Simons, I'm currently doing a painting by numbers, horse head portrait. I'm taking a few art liberties so I can make it original. Finding this very challenging as it's already detailed, but learning a lot. Well, there you go. You will learn from that. And once your mind understands the visuals and the layout of a horse head, you'll start to be able to do it without having it already laid out for you. Lynn Marie, LOL, the bullshit effect, love it. This message was held for review. Let me have a look. Okay, Julian McLaughlin, fine art and abstract art. I'll just show that just because she's used the bullshit, so I'll allow that. I love the term bullshit. Clouds. It's not for the cloud. It's just the actual word. But we'll add the bullshit effect. It's just you can get a. That's why I've created a bullshit stick, because sometimes you might be wanting to paint a nice line and it's a bit wiggity wobbly. But to get it straight, and people go, bullshit, that's a straight line. You get your bullshit stick out, you rest it on against your thing, you rest your brush on it, and you can get a nice straight line. Thanks, Ian, says Gisela. Dick Blick is a good place. Whatever Dick Blick, obviously we don't get that here. It's a US place. Lynn Lowell, thanks. Ian, says Baxter Monkey 246. Now I do have another question here, but before I do, I want to not neglect my coffee. You've all got a coffee or a bourbon or a wine, or having your dinner wherever you are. If you don't forget, if you're watching the replay, tell me where you are, where you're from, what you're eating at the moment, what you're doing right now while you're watching this video. And also, if you're new here, how did you come across my channel? I've got some beautiful, wonderful, exciting new projects coming up in the future. You might notice the style of paintings I've been producing. Well, I'm adding a bit of a new look about some that are coming up. There's a few already in YouTube waiting to be what do you call it, released to the public. I think the patrons already have about 2 in there already that they've already watching or seen before they're out. There's about a couple more that need to premiere, and then there's some more new, different, colourful and exciting new paintings coming up, so keep a lookout for that. Debbie Chiardi, do you dry your canvas before starting the fog? Yes, I do. Now, I don't know if anyone else has a different way of doing it, but for me, I do. And I discovered this blending brush does bullshit fog. I used to use my little scrumbling brush, but I found when I'm doing a big area of fog, there's a lot of little miniature squirrels here and there, and it wasn't uniform like fog. So I found this one. You will see in some up and coming videos, or ones that are already out there, how I've used this to create the fog. It's excellent. I dry my paint before I add the fog. Yes, indeed. And just to give you an idea of that fog, I'll go to a video number, because all my videos are numbered, and that makes it easier for if I'm on the show and I can show you, like, all right, I think I discovered it in tutorial 512. So what you do, I'm just going to type in my name, Ian Appelis, space 512, enter, and it should bring that paint. Yes, there it is there. Beginner's art lesson in acrylic 512. You'll see it. That has the fog coming across the green trees there, and I'm using this putter on a brush there. Okay. Where was I up to? Gisela, I like the term yumminess. Yes, it just adds that yumminess to your clouds, doesn't it there, Gisela? Or Gisela. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Julian McLaughlin, you are awesome. You make me laugh. Also in the US, Jerry's Tamarara is also a good place for art supplies. Yeah, I never heard of that place. It's probably another American thing there. Lynn Marie, I love my coffee. Good on you. Baxter Monkey, I'm having a brisky. Good on you there, Cobber. Larry Stipe, please do a video on perspective. That's my problem. Okay, so let me look at Ianapolis. I'll just see if I've done. How do you spell perspective? Where did that? Oh, perspective. Perspective. I'm just going to see if I've got that in any of my headings here. So I've put in Ianapolis perspective, and I've hit enter. No, details for beginners. What you'll have to do is go to my videos tab, because I've got over 500 there. I can't remember what I've done, but you'd have to look at the thumbnail, because the thumbnails are the actual painting. They're not a reference pic of what I painted. They are the actual painting. And if you see the perspective in some of my thumbnails that you think what you're looking for, save it, look for a few more, then go through those videos and just see if it's what you're after, and bang, you've hit bingo. That's what I can suggest there. Who was that? Larry. Lynn Marie, New Hampshire came across your channel looking for how to make better clouds, drinking a soda. Good stuff. Shader Art, g'day Shader Art. Hello sir, good morning. Bobby Harriet, tips for clouds. I struggle with them too. I'm determined to conquer them. Yes. Well, the tip for clouds is, let's just say you watch my videos where I've been painting clouds. A lot of my tutorials have just a cloud tutorial within them themselves, because I really go to detail about the clouds, because they're such a simple thing in the sky, but they can be such a hard thing to paint. If you like my clouds, or if you like Joe Blow's or Mary Jo Fawcett's clouds, stick to that method. You can watch other people, but when you're practicing, stick to one method. If you've got too many methods and you're trying this way and that way and this way and this way, you're going to be confused. And when you're doing a painting, you're sort of, oh, where's my cloud going to go? I don't know. I'm clouded with confusion. Stick to one method. My clouds you can do. I know you can. It'll take a bit of practice. Get these brushes, you won't have a problem. I guarantee anybody, not that it can happen, but I guarantee anybody that if you're standing next to me, I can paint a cloud, and you might think, well, goddamn, how do I paint that? I can make you paint that by the end of the day, guaranteed, okay? That's how easy they are. Knowing what to do, having the practice, and the more you practice and the more you fail, the more you learn, okay? It's that simple. So stick to one method. Hopefully you stick to my method there, Bobby Harriet, and then just practice that method and then go ahead with it. Amanda Boggs, hi Lynn. I'm from NH2. Oh, NH, I must be New Hampshire there. I just saw it at the top there. How's me eye transfer from the camera to the chat? It's not as bad as going from this one to there as previous shows. So I've got it this way. I'm just going to look at the, hang on, I'll look at it here. Hang on. So there. Yeah, that's all right. Like I'm reading a script prompt or something, I suppose. Hi, neighbour. Today I'm busy, sir. Okay, good stuff. Antoinette Salamoni. Where's that? You are the king of clouds. Thank you very much, Antoinette. Beautiful comment there. Patty Miner, member there. I believe there is one for perspective. Okay. So Patty Miner's put 276. So I'm just going to find out what that one is. A lot of my Indianapolis 276, and I'll have a look just to confirm that. See how easy it is to find. Yes, perspective. Now, what I'll do, I'll see if I can put that link in, in here. What was it? Was it a live one? Oh, it's streamed. So that was a live one. So there's a lot of movement, this, that, and the other in that video. But anyway, I'll grab the link because I think only I can put it in here. Where's the live show? I don't think anyone in the chat can do it. Right, I've put that there. And now I'm going to click on it and just see if it takes me to... Oops, something went wrong. Oh, what went wrong? No, it's not what... All right, I'll click on it from this one then. Let's see what happens there. Yeah, it came up. On that one, it didn't work. Okay. So, yeah, I've put the link to a perspective one in there, okay? Not the live one. Well, that one I put in there was 276, not the live one. You'll have to tell me which one it is. Exactly, because 276 is Perspective Live. It's there, mate, not the live one. Dennis Jack, thank you for telling us the difference between using what there, Susan Chambers. I see a lot of similarities between your paintings and the late great Bob Ross. I've watched and learned from it. Hang on, let me get back to here before we. Bobby, you can do it. Thank you, Patty. Okay, you're very welcome. I've watched it and learnt from it. Susie, I see a lot of similarity between you and the late, great Bob Ross. Well, thank you for that. But I do not even try to compare myself to Bob Ross. People have even said, oh, you're like an Aussie Bob Ross. But that's not what I'm trying to do. I've got my style and I'm showing you how I paint and what you can paint. Okay, that's all I'm doing. I don't even want to be compared to Bob Ross, but if people wish to do that, that's fine by them, but it's nothing I'm going for. Thank you, Lynn, says Bob Harriet. Smiley face. Not the live one. It's there, mate. It's there, mate. All right. Well, you tell me which one it is, Patty, and I'll put the link in there. Thank you for telling us the difference between using what. Thank you very much. I will try new videos, sir. Thank you very much. Terry Buckley. Problem. Realistic empty green fields and foregrounds. Realistic empty green fields. What do you mean by an empty green field? You just mean just nothing but green. I've painted. I've got a barn. I can show you a good one there. Let's see, this is good. This is what people need to know. So I'm going to put wrong mouse, because I sold a barn. So I'm going to put Ian Police, then just barn, because I've done a few barns, but the one in particular, I think this might show the empty green field. Well, if you do it, there's two there straight away. 199. The way I just painted that grass there, it was just grass. There was another one with sheep. Here it is. No, that one. All right. 389. Check that one out. 151. These are sort of green fields. I don't know if they're up your alley there. There was one where I did Indianapolis country, because I think I called it country something. So I'll write down country. Enter. No, is it going to be there? No. I did one where it was just a field with little dots like indicating sheep on there. I don't know what number it is, but I can't find it. All right, back to the chat. Whoops, you are correct. Oh, thank you, Patty Miner. Susan Chambers, excuse me, I didn't finish my sentence between using the retarder and what oil painters used as a retarder. I was confused on that. Could you explain it again, please? Okay, Susan. So I don't know what the oil art, they use a magic white or something. I just mix up the soft body titanium white. I call it craft paint. You buy it in the big bottles. It's the cheaper version, okay? But you can get artist quality of it, but it's for students and poster paint or universities and art classes and things like that. I use that with the retarder, as you see me put on my canvas there. I'm confused between retarder, what oil. Oils use their own mediums, and acrylic artists, we use our own. But I use the craft paint and the retarder mixed together and paint that on there as my magic white primer, ready to mix my skies. I'm mainly 95% using that, just for getting my skies blended. When I'm doing the midground and foreground, I don't really need it or use it. Lynn Marie, I love oil painting, but the smell of the oil makes me gag. Yeah, I can understand that. Larry Stipes, I came across your channel looking for help with water scenes. Oh, well, I hope you got it, Larry. You're still here, so I'm assuming you did. Thank you very much. Danette Smith, big cyber hugs and kisses to the beautiful Danette Smith. She's a lovely YouTube member of mine, and she's just saying good on you, and she's given me a super chat donation. Thank you very much for that, Danette Smith. Love you to bits. You're a beautiful human being, you are. Thank you. Much appreciated, Danette Smith. Susie Oswald. I've also had issues with knowing where to start a painting until I found your channel. Well, have I sorted that problem out for you? Have you sorted your problem out by watching my channel? You know where to start now. Let me know as well again there, Susie. Julian McLaughlin, do you ever use glaze? Yes, I do. I use it pretty much to put the film surface on me waters in me lakes. You know, like back in the day, we'll grab a knife, or we're shown how to grab a knife and put these big white lines on there for knife. To me, that's too cartoony. You can learn from that, but now I like to show people mixing the glaze with a bit of the watercolor on there, a bit of white or a bit of blue. You can create a film on top of your water, and it just looks a bit more bullshittingly better than a big fat cartoony line. That's what I do. I'm not knocking the lines, but that's just what I prefer to do and what I teach how you can do it. Okay, so that's how I mainly use glaze. I've never used it in another way. Have another question here from what's the name? I've blown the but the name is so minute, I forgot to enlarge that. What is that one? Oh, Larry Baker. Larry Baker. For those of you, my eyesight is weird. Oh, it's not weird. It's just not the best when you're hitting 60. My eyesight, I've got contacts in now. I can read normal, see normal, but when it's very fine, I need glasses on. Now, when my contacts are not in, I need my normal glasses to see everything clear. Okay, that's how my eyesight is. So sometimes you might see me put glasses on, then take them off. I've had some people say, why don't you just keep the glasses on? If I kept these glasses on, everything is a blur. Okay, but if I'm just looking at a little word, I can put it on and read that word. Also, a little trick, some of you might know it, like I've been out and I haven't had my glasses, and there's a font or something I've got to see. You can get your eyesight, get your 3 fingers together like that, so you've got a hole, and you adjust the size of that hole, and you wink your other eye that you're not using, and you put your eye in that, and it creates a magnifying glass. And I can read that Larry Baker name now. It's in emergency. It's a little hack. Some of you might know it, some of you might not, but it does work. I've got a message here. Not a message. Where are we? I'll just mark that so I know where I'm up to. This is my next one. I've painted oils 19 in the 80s. Quit. Decided to paint again at 22. Found you and became your member on YouTube. When I saw your tropical island painting, love your painting and teaching style and acrylic versus oil now. I too step back and analyze my paintings a lot as I go, but I'm almost 74 years old. My wife probably thinks I'm falling asleep. Okay, you're just sitting there looking at it. I understand. Falling asleep. Live from Springdale, Arkansas, USA. Here is one for the show. When I didn't paint, I get gassy. Thank you so much for moving my painting light years ahead, Larry B. Thank you very much there, Larry. That's good to know that I'm helping you out there. Yeah, it's always good to analyze. How often are you taught to just stop and have a break? Don't rush it, and analyze what you're doing. Spot a hazard and make a change if you need to, okay? We're never taught that. We're just taught this is how you got to do it. All right, that's what you got to do, but how do you do it, you know? Anne Bain, brilliant. Ian, loving the bullshit. There we go. That was another one there. And once again, another quick shout out. Thank you. Anyone that sends super chat donations or supports me in any way, your name gets printed out like these people here, and you get shout outs in the following Friday Night Live. And a big thank you to Paddy Miner, James Anderson, Chastity Roots, Yvonne Hadfield, Ton, is it Ton or Torrey? I think it's Torrey. What's going on there? No, it's Ton. Ton Laguini and Danette Smith. Thank you very much for your support. Much appreciated. Oh, I've got just a little bit of coffee left. I thought it was gone. And isn't that finding a golden nugget when you think it's gone and you look in there and, oh, it's a bit there. Kicked a goal there. that was a perfect cup of coffee in the morning. My goodness, an hour's nearly up. This show has flown along. Oh, we better catch up to Larry Baker. Hi, Ian. Say hi to Steve, little buddy, and in Arkansas. Will do. Your videos are proof there is still beauty in the world, and make for taking a nice mental break. Lynn Marie, I'm losing my close-up vision. Then again, I'm 48, almost. The more you know. Paddy Miner, thumbs up, people. Yes, what do we got? Hit the thumbs up. Don't be shy to hit. It costs you nothing to do that. It costs you nothing to watch my videos, and it costs you nothing to send me a comment, and it costs you nothing to watch my ads. And if you do that, you're already supporting me. Much appreciated. It'll be nice. I've got what have we got? 127,000 subscribers here. Why don't we try and get the majority of you people to just constantly comment on my videos? Even though you might think it's not necessary, you're just helping me out. It's only fair that I put 12 hours into making a video. You can put 30 seconds into saying, "G'day, Ian, love what you're doing," or "Hello from wherever you are." Come on, let's get all these subscribers to get together and just simply comment on all my videos when you watch it. Or if you've got nothing to do, go back and just comment on all of them all and give me the thumbs up if you haven't already done so, okay? It costs you nothing. Beautiful stuff. Where are we up to? Susan Chambers, thank you very much for your explanation. I have learnt a lot from you. Good on ya, or good on ya, and I'll be back to myself. Small glasses of sipping wine. Good on you, Susan. Bobby Harriet, thank you for everything you do and sharing your expertise. I'm very grateful. Thank you very much for that, Bobby. I'm glad you're grateful for what I do there. And a lot of people say, what inspires me to do what I do? And the simple answer to that question is just people like Bobby there and everyone else out there, people like you. I enjoy what I do, but to see that so many people benefit from it and enjoy it, that inspires me to keep the momentum going. So that's what inspires me. There's no one person out there that's made me go, oh, I want to do this for the people. It's just you people make me do it for the people. That's why I do it. It's a wonderful feeling. And it's some people put me on a pedestal. I don't want to be on a pedestal. We're all even, and it's weird that people see me as somebody different than what I am, but I only am what I am, and I'm just the same as you, a regular human being, and a fantastic feeling to know that we can help each other out here, okay? Bev Sowers, Ian, I'm getting ready to paint on a black canvas. So do craft white and retarder before laying the sky. So I still do craft white and retarder before laying the sky and water. So do you put it? Well, if you're doing it as a blue sky in the daytime, well, yeah, it's just that it's a black canvas, not a white one. In my opinion, you would only use a black canvas if you're needing that black to take effect within your painting. But if you're doing a normal landscape painting that doesn't need a black canvas, don't do it on a black canvas unless it's all you've got. But no, I'll just do it on a white canvas. But depending what you're going to paint, I would let's just say I'm doing a blue sky, turquoise ocean, some green trees and some yellow sand, whatever, I would do my method on that, whether it's a black or white canvas. Even though I haven't done it on a black canvas yet, you might want to practice it. But if you're looking for that black to have its effect, I wouldn't do it. Will do, Ian, says Lynn Marie. Wilma Vroom, thank you for explanation painting today by Ian. Lynn Chambers, you are such a kind man. Thank you very much. This show has gone quite fast. It's 5 to 10. I did go on a bit. We've been going, there you go. I can see it down there, 48 minutes. So we've got 10 minutes left. So if you want to get these 10 minutes going, keep the chats going. We've got 37 people in the chat there. So I need your banter because nothing is rehearsed here. I'm just going off the fly. All right, said I. What else can I get across? Well, I've mentioned the brushes, but then again, if you want these blending brushes and the putter on a brush, simply send 45 US dollars to my PayPal account, and be sure to put your correct mailing address, and in the details state what it's for. Some people just send me PayPal donations for supporting my content, which is much appreciated. And if you're one of those, you would have been in the list of shout outs there. If you do that, please just put donation, okay? Because some people just put them out and I'm not sure what it's for, and I've got to try and chase them down and say, was this for something in particular or what, just before I accept it, okay? And if you're sending a PayPal payment, send it as gift money or something, because of PayPal, I think they've changed their platform. There was one customer on there, they've done it the other way, and it's sort of locked it up, and it's locked the money away for a month before. I've sent her the brushes, but I've got to wait a month for the money, and it's putting me out for a month. So if that happens again, I'll just have to simply refund the money until that person can work out how to send it the correct way, because I'm not making nothing out of these brushes. I'm simply doing it to help you people who want to use them. You're such a kind man. Lynn Marie, were you shy being on camera at first? I'm terrified of being on camera. Where are you? I better mark that so I know. No, I wasn't. I was all, by the time I started filming, I was already a cheeky bugger, because I made a couple of movies in earlier years, and so I was pretty used to being in front of the camera, or I wasn't shy of it. But before I grew up, I was young at school. I was a very shy person, but I've come totally opposite as I've become an adult. Thank you, Ian. I was told black will make my vibrance pop even more doing bright fall trees. Well, there you go. Give it a go. I've never done it, so I can't say yay or nay on that. I'm not going to pretend I do know. So there you go. Larry Stipe. I met an artist at an art show. She gave me a tip and it changed my art. She said, look at paintings in the mirror several times as you paint. It helps see changes where need to be made. That's exactly the same principle. If you've heard me say squint your eyes, I look in my camera lens, or you can simply grab your iPhone and put it over your painting and you're looking at it through there and you can see what needs changing, altering, highlighting, darking. I'm always saying that in my, let's say that at least the last 10 videos. Look in your camera lens. I'm just looking at my monitor to see what needs doing. It's a way of same principle looking in the mirror. I've never heard of looking in the mirror, but it's the same as squinting your eyes and you're looking back. Okay, I need a bit of dark there, a bit of light here. Oh yeah, that's it. Patty Miner, thank you very much. Cyber kisses and hugs to you for your super chat donation. Much appreciated, Patty Miner. Dennis Jacker. I noticed when you did the road on your video, you used blue first for the road, yet it became out the right color. Yes, those colors I used in that video, which is the blue, the magenta, and the yellow ochre, they're the real reds, blues, and yellows, the prime colors. That'll get you natural colors. You can use any vibrant blue, red, or yellow. It'll get you that color, but how natural they would look is another story. Though there's an Australian artist friend of mine, Rod Moore. Look him up. He's created his own method called the Moore method of painting, where he shows you how to. He mainly does landscapes, and he does that kind of stuff. He's showing you the real colors, the shades and the tones and the highlights and all that stuff. And they give you realistic vibes, tones and colors, the way I did that there. Instead of putting black under your trees, you get the red and the blue and the magenta, and you're mixing up that deep purpley. And when you put the greens and the yellows and the yellow greens over, it just looks more natural. You have a look. Larry Baker, you sometimes use retarder and sometimes spray water before painting your sky. Which is best and when? Thanks for much of the tutorials. Now, I've probably sprayed water on my early videos where I didn't know as much then as I do now. I would never do that now. Because if some of those water droplets get on the paint where you've already finished, it's going to leave a nasty snot ring. Okay, you do not want that. I spray my paints on the palette, keep them film of water over them, keeping them wet. But I wouldn't spray the actual canvas anymore. Never do that if you're using acrylics, and never do it, in my opinion. Gisela P, I have tried several different brushes unsuccessfully. I'd like to try your brushes, but I don't have Facebook, not PayPal. Is there another way of purchasing them? Well, Gisela, you're going to have to ask a family member or a friend or someone that might have PayPal. Look, do you have PayPal? Because I want to buy something online, and the only way I can buy it is through PayPal. Give that person the money, use their PayPal, and obviously it'll have their name on it, but make sure they put in the details, your address. It's for the blending brushes, and it's for Gisela P. Then I'll get them out to you. It's that easy. I don't, like I said, I'm only a one-man band. I don't have a big website. I don't have any other way of collecting the money from you. If there is, I don't know of it. That's all I can suggest there, Gisela. Thanks. We'll look him up, says Dennis Jacker. Okay. All right. Well, we've come to the hour mark there. I started 10 minutes late from past 9, obviously. Linda Simons, here we go. I follow Rod, and his methods are great. I've been able to understand your art better as well. So you are both good artists in your own way. Queensland, when he did start. Question, when did you start Queensland? Because Rod Moore lives in Queensland. Question, when did you start your art journey? I started painting in 2012, and I didn't start YouTube until, I don't know, 15 or something, 2015 or something. I'll have to look back at when my first video was first uploaded, because I had my channel, but I never had no content on there. Yeah, so Rod Moore, and anyone that's worthy of a shout out like that, even like another friend of mine, Len Hend, who lives in Thailand now, he's another great Australian artist. He does good Australian landscapes as well. And by memory, I think from talking with Rod, I could be wrong, forgive me, Rod, if you're watching this, but I think Rod, back in the early days, Rod was even learning from Len, because Len's been around from the 80s onward. He's still going. I think Rod learnt from Len, but Rod is a different person in himself. He's created his own way. He's very knowledgeable on art as well. His bottle's a lot fuller than mine when it comes to the fundamentals and the science of it all. I only know what I know, but he knows a lot more. He's pretty much he does. I think he gives stuff to beginners, but if you're more advanced, you can learn a lot from him as well. It's always good to learn different fundamentals from different people, not just one source. But if you want to learn one style of cloud, one way of doing leaves and this and that, you stick to that one method. But you can watch other people for different ideas as well. You're never too good to learn new tricks. Diane, hi again, Ian. Di again from Beachmore near Bribby, Queensland, Australia. I use perspective text, which helps me with suggesting words, as I have acquired brain injury from 4 heart attacks last year. Oh my goodness. So I've never heard of text perspective. Has anyone else heard of that as well? That's different. Linda Chamberlain. What is the name of your friend? What is the name of your friend's name? So you'd have to ask. I don't know what friend. I mentioned Rod and Len. Who are you referring to? Linda Chamberlain. Lynn Marie. I'd love to see the opal fields in Australia someday. I've never been there, Lynn, but yes, obviously it's an attraction for tourists. Gisela, thank you, Ian. Have a great day. Good on your bye. Thank you very much. Who is that? What is the name of your friend's name? Yeah. All right, Linda, you're still there. Can you give me that? I'm not quite sure what you mean, but I'm just about ready to log off now. Bobby Harriet, what's your favorite thing about painting? I don't know. I like the actual, well, see, my painting's a bit different because all my paintings now involve setting up for filming. My whole studio is designed for me for filming purposes, not for painting, but for filming. So it's different, but I love it when I know what I'm going to paint, when I know what colors I'm going to use, and I know without fail that I'm going to pull off what I'm planning to paint because I'm confident. I've done the practice. I know what I'm going to achieve before I'm doing it, and as I'm doing it, it's happening. Every time you watching a video, I mean, there are bloopers and mistakes, as you know, but every time you see me paint, that's the first time I'm ever painting that painting. I look for ideas, or I get an idea from that or that from my mind. I see an idea and I'll change it up a bit. I set myself up in the studio and I'm looking, well, I'm going to need this color, that color, whatever. And then bang, I'm painting it for the first time. There are some people that do practice runs, so when they're filming it, it's going to work out all fine. But I like to do it straight off the bat. So as if I'm going to make a mistake, I'll let the mistake be filmed and I'll show you how I will correct that mistake. Love to see the, thank you. Have a great day. What is your favorite friend's name? Rod Moore, your friend who is a painter. Well, there's Rod Moore or Lend Hend, H-E-N-D, not H-A-N-D, Celeste. Len Hend. Just look them up and see what you think. And if you do see them, just give them a quick message and say, Ian talks highly of you, or Ian said hello, or hello from Ian, whatever. Give them my best. I love the bloopers. Yes, the bloopers are not for everybody, so they do have a big fat warning across them, meaning, you know, because I do get the odd idiot vomiting stupid comments there saying this isn't a tutorial, blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm clearly stating that it's not, so don't watch it. If you're going to go and watch it, you still want to comment, well, I'm just going to step over that vomit that comes out of your mouth and I'm going to keep moving forward, all right? So knock yourself out with the bloopers. They're a lot of fun. Little Buddy is hilarious. He's a little man, little imaginary man that sits on my shoulder and gives me grief. He moves my camera up and down and he's pretty much in there. He's trying to act busy. He's trying to act important and he's trying to make things happen as well, but he's just as clumsy as me. So that's Little Buddy. If you're not sure who Little Buddy is and you don't mind a bit of mild to coarse language, check out my bloopers. They're in the description below. Denise Studath. Sometimes when I paint, I get stuck in the middle of painting. Have you, or what do you do to get past it? You need to take your time. Don't overthink where that's starting to happen because it'll just snowball. Just stop, take a break, put it down. Let your mind get empty of those problems and go and do something else. Go and water the garden or go to the shop and have a cup of coffee and a vanilla slice or something like that. When you come back and you're in a fresh frame of mind, you might look at that. I'm not stuck anymore. Bang, you can get right back into it. It's that easy because I know you can do it, all right? I hope that helped you out there, Dennis Studer. Linda Simons, enjoy your warm weekend, Ian. Enjoy your style. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much, Linda. I will. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much. All right, I will. It's been 62 minutes now, so thank you very much. Give me the thumbs up. Give me a comment. Don't forget, comment on all my videos. And remember, if you like what I'm doing, you make sure you tell your friends. But if I've offended you in any way, you tell everybody. Goodbye, good luck, and good on you. Oh, it's all over for another week. That can all go over there. Oh, that banana was beautiful. Right, where's this one here? I've got to close this up. Where the hell are we? Close that. That. Does that get any momentum there? Where are we? No. Where's this one? No. Okay. Where's this? I'll pull this back up. I can go and get out of that chair. I better turn this lights off. Get over there, you mongrel. Am I still on? Hey, good night, good night. You're still on. Oh, goodness. Oh, no, I've left the camera on. Oh, shit. I always do that at the end of my lives. If you don't already know it, you know it now. All right. Where are we? Where's me bloody thing here? It's just a thing I do. It's Uru from the Guru.